Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be on a palette ranking. I haven't done these in like a while. So I'm going to start from the bottom to the top. So let's start off with, it's going to be like 12 palettes or so, and I'm going to see how I think about them. So let's start, it's going to be of course swatches. Start off the Violet Voss Violet Sunrise palette. This is at the bottom, and not because of the formula. The formula is nice. I do like some Violet Voss's formula are better than others. And that's this one. The formula is coarsely good. The only issue is the color story. Just kind of like, I don't get the freaking purples. It's just kind of like, it's a neutral palette of two pops of purples that really don't go together. I'm like, okay. So I got this off of one of my BoxyCharm. I canceled my BoxyCharm subscription because, yeah, a lot of that stuff was going away. I was like, okay, it's a Arena box, not a web box, not a Quinn box, but yeah, whatever. So there's that guy. This one is very pretty. Of course, the shimmers and mattes, they applied beautiful. I wish they could have done, like, this is a duochrome. That one's very soft, like soft duochrome. The shimmers they're easy to apply, everything like that. And of course the mattes are easy to build, and everything. I don't have a problem with the, like say, this one is just color story. So there's that one. Next one I want to put at the bottom, the second one, is not because of the formula. The formula is really good. It's the color story. My friend Raina gave me this one. This is Keep It Playful. And this is the Playmate one. So these are, of course, the 9 pans. If they would have had it like putting out a matte instead of these two, I probably would have maybe bumped up maybe a little bit bigger. But again, like I said, there's nothing wrong with the formula. There's nothing wrong with the how they apply, everything like that. They apply beautifully. They perform beautifully, everything like that. This guy does not want to. Yes, that one shimmer is just pretty. This one's kind of like lackluster. This one's also really pretty. I do like that one. And the mattes they apply nicely as well. So if you're looking for like a everyday neutral palette, that'd be kind of like this. The formula is very good. Easy to build, easy to blend. I always do most of my eyeshadows from my bottom, either like a mid-tone or my version of a mid-tone. It's kind of like right there. Kind of like crease work up, and then do my outer V. And I have no problem with that guy. Next is the Pinko Times palette. I'm not going to swatch him because he doesn't swatch. So this is what it looks like. It's a very pastel palette. This one, of course, is at the bottom. This is kind of like, what the hell was I thinking? Because I am not a pastel lover. I don't mind them, but it's one of those things I definitely companion palettes. Like, yeah, can you see my ass? We're doing a very pale look. No. It's like, okay, I got some, they just almost like in accord shapes with me. But yeah. So it's kind of like one of those things that they're still tiny. The pans are tiny, so it'd be easy to pan, but it's one of those things, and it's so annoying. The mattes are fine. The mattes are, very easy to blend, anything like that. But yeah, again, like I say, it's a pastel. So what I would have to do is, and these are very pastel. So when I'm going to do it, I have to, of course, do it really. Start up from like the deepest, which is this one, then do whatever I want. But then, of course, then add the mattes and etc. Of course, if not, it will look like a pasty ass. Okay, so next guy I'm going to talk about is probably the Revolution, the Blush Golden and Sugar and 2 Rose palette. This is another one which I wish I would have not bought. I did get a decent discount. Got it on sale, so that's a plus. These things are supposed to be blushes. Yeah, not on my ass skin tone. Let me swatch them on. Yeah, not on my skin tone. Not on my skin tone. It's very pale. This one right here is just kind of like don't get. So these four are pretty good. Right here, this one is pretty decent. These three, just like take or leave it. And that's how I kind of feel about this palette. It's just like, okay, that's one pretty good. These five are pretty good. These three, or take or leave it. So there's that. But it's still, I'm like, what am I gonna do with those three? Okay, next I'm gonna start off with these guys right here. These from Inuma Beauty, and these are Eyes Baby. These are the Eyes Baby ones, and this one is a big spinner, and this one is Blaze. Get these when you can, because I know for a fact I've seen that Walmart are probably going to take this brand out of Walmart. So this is what it looks like. The formula is really good. I really do like it. I would have maybe did it a hair a bit longer if it was permanent, but these are of course not going to be, most likely not going to be in Walmart very much longer. I don't know if they're going to be on their site. Of course, the packaging is one of those things that it's a rubber band, which is nice because I wish brands, which is actually kind of nice because so it won't flop out. So there's that one. I am going to do some swatches in a second. So let me swatch this one for you. This one I do like. But again, I need more. Something else. It's another companion palette. It's about to win. So there's that one. They're very nice. They're easy. They're not the most sparkly kind of shadows. They're kind of like more of a subtle. Now I don't want to say. No, they're not a blinding metallic or anything like that. They kind of like a everyday metallic, if I want to put it that way. And the mattes are very easy to use as well. So there's those. Even the yellow is pretty good. So there's that. So usually I just, when I use these, I just grabbed another palette and played with both of them. So there's those. Okay, next let's talk about this guy right here. This is by Makeup Revolution. This is a Hakuna Matata palette. This one I do like. The thing with Makeup Revolution is how you apply the formula. I know people have issues with it. They don't like it. Blah blah blah. It's all how you apply the shadows. It's one of those things. If you want to start from like your transition and go up, you're not gonna you're not gonna get much depth. They're not a depthy type of a shadow, unless you start off with like say, I usually we start off with this guy, then go up, because then you would have no issue with it. This guy, of course, is a very pastel blue, but it does perform nicely again with the yellow. The mattes are very thin. They are thin mattes. They don't dust away or anything like that, but they do all thin, so they do have issues of not building, but they have issues with blending, which I think people are just kind of like, okay. But I know I do the same thing with Natasha Denona. Some Natasha Denonas. So there's that. The shimmers are very good. They're not one of those things that are hard pressed shimmers or anything like that, like some of their the more tin packagings they carry. Those are the ones that are super hard pressed, and they have to kind of like play with them. So let me swatch some of these palette. These right here. So there's those. They are very I hate when they say pretty, because that's not a good description of a shadow. They're easy to apply. They're not chalky or anything like that. This one, of course, is the good Makeup Revolution formula. Usually, they usually come out with like a big giant-ass collection, and usually it's like the big palette is the stand on. So there's that. Very nice. I do like it. Of course, I like Lion King, so I grabbed it. I wasn't going to, but I saw it was on sale, so I'm like, okay, grab. Okay, so next let's start off with the Gemini 2 palette from Melt. This one I really did like. I love Melt palettes. They are easy to apply, anything like that. They're easy build, and these things I would not recommend going dark to Leica. That's not fun. I usually start more of like a mid-tone and then do my IOV and then go dark if I want to. So there's that. This is kind of like my color story. This is kind of not mine. I don't mind the green. That one's cool. And of course, these are kind of okay. The color story, of course, I know the first. I don't have the first Gemini one because that's definitely not me. Is the grungy kind of palette and not me. I don't do the whole grungy The packaging is of course very nice. They're slim packagings. They're all long, but hey, slim's cool. Also with the mattes, they do mattes. Melt does an amazing job on their mattes. The shimmers, some of them are better than others. These of course are the good shimmers. The mattes on these are, when you get on the eyes, seems always deepen up, which drives me freaking bonkers. I was like trying this guy, I was like, okay, you're a bit deeper. But yeah, the two at the ends, I wish they would have either made one of them hello, won't you? Oh, because I'm swatching the same freaking shadow. Okay, cool. But yeah, maybe one of like a shimmer or something like that, and then it'd be just a little bit, yeah, did I just really did the same freaking shadow? Yeah, then these two I hear are very, let me show you like, see, like they're very similar. So I'm kind of like, okay. But yeah, so there's that guy. I do like it. It is a nice palette. Even like say if I slap like this one with it, or it's a companion palette. It's not, for me, it's not a standalone palette because I do need a little bit more versatility. And that's why it's kind of at the lower. So next let's start off with the NARS palette. Oops. This is what he looks like. It's the Starstruck palette. I do like this one. My sister got me this for my either birthday or Christmas. I forget which one. I always ask her what I want, and I always pick NARS. I think this one was my birthday present. So there's that one, which was in February. The Formula NARS is beautiful. I love the shimmers. I love the mattes. They're easy to blend, easy to build, just easy to work, easy peasy shadows. That's what I think of NARS, easy peasy weezy shadows. They just easy peasy weezy. Easy is, yeah, again, like I said, easy peasy weezy. So there's that one. Hopefully this guy's on clearance or something like that, so you can grab very easy shadows to work with. Yeah, it's not 100% my color story. Again, I don't get the whole pastel purple because it's not, if it was a shimmer, yes, but it's not. It's well, it has a tiny bit of a sheen, but yeah. So there's that one. Really did like that one. Next one is this guy right here. This guy would have been probably 2 or so, but this other dude kind of chicky, kind of stole my, kind of like, okay. So there's a Scooby-Doo palette. I do love Scooby-Doo. It's my little favorite thing, except for Digimon. But yeah, they need to do a freaking Digimon. So there's this one. The metallics are gorgeous. These, of course, are the glittery, sparkly shimmers. These are, if you don't like glittery, you won't like this. And also, the sucky part is the ship and handling. I don't buy much indie brands because the freaking ship and handling is like, I'm not paying $10 for ship and handling unless someone has a coupon code. And I'm like, okay, then it kind of like $5 or $6 is my limit on shipping and handling, and hopefully with the code. So there's that. These two right here are very similar to each other. So are these, and they just, but it is really, the formula and the shimmers on these, it kind of reminds me a little bit like Beauty-Base kind of formula. Kind of like that soft, putty formula, but also with Tamoon's glitter. So there's those. It's like, oh, I haven't tried. I have a couple of 10 Moons monochromes, and I'm like, whoo, 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 with my eyes, I'm like, oh my god, it's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love it. These guys are intense little dudes. Like, intense little dudes. Oops, you don't want to. So that's us, because very intense dudes. So of course, if you don't like the intense formula, you don't like that. These guys are easy to build and everything like that. I don't mind the building. Easy, easy to work with, easy like that. So there's that. But again, I need to bring like maybe, like say like in a corner shade or whatever, or like maybe a transition. Hang on, my hands all swatch out. Okay, start off. The next one is a Natasha Denona Glam Palette. Yeah, you know me, I don't like Natasha Denona. So why is this at the top? This is the formula of the good Natasha Denona formula. Some of them, each problem I have with Natasha Denona is that they do this stuff. But the formula is very good. I just wish she doesn't, for the price, she doesn't make it so, the shadows so close, like you could do with either or. It's like always, like some of them are worse than others. Like the bronze palette, that one's, it's kind of like, I'm like looking at them like, did I just watch the same shadow twice? Yeah, like, I don't think I did. Like, okay, let's watch this one, let's watch this one. Kind of like, yeah, that's the only problem I have with it, is like it's take it or leave it type of thing. It's just like, okay, but the formula is very good. I do like it. I would definitely recommend for Natasha, grab them on when you are on sale. Don't pay full price for Natasha Denona. Also, because they're not worth it. But if you can get them at a discount or anything like that, then grab them. Also do your research to make sure someone that you trust, not someone that gets it for free, for PR or anything like that. As long as the person is trustworthy and anything like that, yes, definitely trust the person. But again, a lot of the people that are goody duties with the brand, then yeah, stay clear away from those people, because they're gonna like it no matter what. Because I've had palettes like, oh my god, it's amazing. I'm like, no, it kind of freaking sucks. Let's start off with the next guy is the Naughty Nude from Huda Beauty. Yeah, I love Huda, so of course Huda's going to be at the top, no matter what. The formula is just like freaking good. I always spend how much money on a Huda Beauty palette. These guys are worth it. These are not. I trust Huda to do consistency on each palette. Please don't ask. And also, I know if you want to save money, like, hey, I'm one by the dupe, don't. Because the dupes do not do horse specialty formulas. I've tried them, they don't do them. It's just basically you almost wasting your money. So it's one of those things for Huda, you definitely want to save up money to buy a Huda palette. Yes, and nobody has money to buy a freaking Huda palette, but it's one of those things that the dupes don't compare to the whole formula. The dupes are like this one is dry, this one was dry, that one's dry. You get the idea. Or especially formula or powders or anything like that are just special. Other brands do not. Me swatch these, the horse specialty ones, so you can. They are just good. Cause on the dupes, they just appear hard to pick up. They're dry and they just are nightmares to work with. So some of this horse specialty formulas right there, and of course her P-dish, which is actually, though there is kind of like, yeah, some of them are worse than others. So this one is more of a cream shadow, so it's okay. But yeah, definitely worth saving up for these palettes. They are definitely worth it. I need to do a whole high-end, worth it or not, because I do have some high-ends I believe that are worth it to buy and some are not. So I hope you guys like this. Leave me comments and questions down below. I am going to do another one eventually. I got more. Some of them I do have to try again because I am like, I have no opinion about them, and some of them I'm like, okay, I've only used once. So comments and questions down below, like and subscribe, and I see you guys later in my next video. Bye guys.